We're standing in front of the Volvo XC40, which is, in addition to being a actually quite beautiful compact SUV, is one of the first cars in the world to run Android natively on its own hardware. Nope, this is not Android Auto. This is not having a secondary screen mirroring what's happening on your phone screen. It's full-on Android P running on basically what looks like a tablet inside the car. And it's also got Google services baked in. So in addition to Google Maps, you're gonna have Google Play, which is a first, and frankly, kind of wild to be able to use your in-car LTE to download apps. To give you a sense of how big a deal this is, we spoke to Volvo execs who have said point blank that they're deprecating the use of their own in-house OS in favor of Android. Their impression is this is, at least for now, the best experience you're going to get in a vehicle, and that's partially because of Volvo's work itself. Android P, again, runs natively on the car's hardware. There's a nice big touchscreen in the middle that, while not as big as what you'd see in a Tesla, is remarkably usable and easy to see, but Volvo has actually skinned this thing. So the line between Volvo and a company like Samsung and LG putting their own unique twists on Android is starting to blur in very interesting ways. The interface is divided into 4 main zones where you can access things like your media and your contacts, but what's really interesting is how you can slide those panels over to access quick actions. It's actually very similar to what you'd see in the Android notification shade. So if you're running Spotify, for instance, an app which does work surprisingly well when it's built directly into a car, sliding over the Spotify play tile gives you options to like, play, pause, and save that track for later, just like you would by pulling down the notification shade on your Android device. So if you're an Android diehard, this is all going to feel very familiar, and that's really the point when you have Android running as the foundation of this system. It is 100% Google, just with a coat of Volvo paint on top that happens to, I think, work fairly well. We have to talk about the App Store, though. You're going to be able to drive this car, park it, and start filling up its internal storage with applications downloaded over your LTE. It's a bit strange, to be honest, but we're told that there were about 1,000 apps that have been curated specifically for use in cars. Some of these are going to be apps that were built with CarPlay in mind, and some of them, especially as the weeks and months roll on, will be built to tailor directly to these firmly automotive Android experiences. In our short time behind the wheel of the XC40, we changed tracks, we ran through podcasts, and actually, maybe most interestingly, we ran through a couple different user profiles. Now, obviously, if you're in a family situation, that car that you have probably bounces between 2 or 3 different people. Once you connect your phone, or once you have a certain key fob enter the car, the details have yet to be ironed out really specifically. You'll be able to get your own user experience loaded up in there. Now, just because this specific implementation of Android P exists doesn't mean you should worry too much about the future of Android Auto. The impression that I got from Google staffers and some of the Volvo people I talked to is that this represents, at this point in time, because it is, again, a work in progress, the best entertainment experience that they've been able to devise. That doesn't mean that Android Auto is any less important, it just means it's going to provide some of those features in a more accessible package for people who don't want to shell out for fancy trim packages. Obviously, there's a lot to dig into, so we're going to keep an eye on this story. In the meantime, keep it locked on Engadget, and we'll bring you a whole lot more from Google I/O 2018.